What's your name? What's your question?
What up, though? I'm Dave. Hey, my question is, being recently divorced, I'm struggling with trusting women. How do I gather the strength to trust again?
Go ahead.
I think it's really important, gang, and I've never been married, so clearly I can't be divorced, but I genuinely feel as though you have to realize that is a situation. The woman that you marry is no other woman. It's solely the woman that you marry, and of course the woman that you divorce is no other woman. I've of course been hurt in these situations, had my issues with trust as well, but recognizing that it was literally just her. Now granted, you're gonna run into someone who might remind you, so on and so forth, but this is not a fucking song, this is reality, and in reality space here, she is nothing like her, and even if they are, I didn't marry both of them, I married one of them. So the reality of it is realizing that you went through one experience, and that does not mean that you're going to go through that same experience with another person. I also would never get married again, but that's just
Ever. I'm done.
All right, what's up, Trill?
Yeah, I would say like taking the steps to watch the game tapes and figure out what went wrong in the last relationship. I think like as men, like when we leave a situation like that, our first instinct is just to go out there and hit as many holes as we possibly can. You know what I'm saying? As a way to heal, and in the process of that, we don't really take the time to analyze what went wrong. It's kind of like going into a test, right? Like if I'd be nervous as hell if I didn't study how I was supposed to, but if I took the time to study and really analyze and see what the hell is coming up, then I'm gonna go in that bitch way more confident. You see what I'm saying? So I think figuring out what went wrong in that last situation is gonna ease the transition into the other one, in my opinion.
Real talk.
Now, here's the thing. I think that there is a lesson that we learn that we could take going forward. All right. Sometimes the experiences that we go through help shape our discernment. It helps shape us being able to spot red flags, and we can learn those lessons. What I don't want you to do is leave that relationship and abandon those lessons, because those lessons will protect you from falling in a similar situation. Howsoever, that doesn't mean that you got to build a wall, a moat, a castle, and have a dragon there and force people to earn unnecessary amounts of trust that they didn't break themselves. So I think you can say two things. You can say, okay, that woman is that woman and this woman is this woman. But if she is reminding you of things that are negative, then this is where your heart and your mind is saying, hey, listen, I need to take some care here. I need to step away because something here is triggering me. Now, I don't know if it's this person or myself, but I need to get some attention here to make sure that everything is good before proceeding. So I don't think having trouble trusting immediately after a divorce is a negative thing if you're not planning on dating. Right. But if you're starting to date, you have to do those trust issues in order before doing that, all right? Anybody else got anything else?
I was gonna say that. I think that when divorce is a big thing. Like you stood before God and said, hey, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life and spend my life with this person. You have to give yourself time to grieve that situation. You visioned your life with that person forever. So you have to actually kind of go back to the drawing boards and rewrite the plan. Take time to rewrite that plan. Because where you gonna fuck up at is trying to get back out there because you want to get your dick wet, opposed to focusing on getting yourself together. You played a role in your divorce, in your divorce, just like she did, right?
No doubt.
You can own that, right?
Oh, yeah, so.
Cool. Now work on what it is the shit that you fucked up.
So
work on that.
Why can't I get my dick wet and also work and heal? Because y'all been talking about it like these things have to be completely different. Why can't I be fucking around and also be healing at the same time?
Because like we said earlier, a lot of the times that fucking around, women can't take that. A lot of us think we built for tough in this bitch, and we not. A lot of us are actually soft, loving. A man is entering us when we fucking him. You feel me? When we laying down and giving our body to somebody, they're literally entering our temple, entering our spirit. All that casual sex shit in real life is cool in your early 20s, and even then it's not. But at this point in time, when we establishing ourselves and figuring ourselves out, nah, bro, I don't have the currency in my energy to exchange with a nigga that's not gonna pour back into me.
For you, but my nigga here may be all right with doing this shit. He better
leave them bitches alone and get him a pocket pussy.
No. And let me explain what I mean. Oftentimes we think of marriage as being the ultimate apex of relationship. And for some people, you choose not to do that for a season or two. Or shit, if you've done it once in your life, you might be like, hey, I don't really want that right now. And I think that just like he may be in that space, not saying he is, there might be women in that space as well where you can be low pressure. Hey, listen, we just kick it when we kick it. If I need somebody to go to the movies with, I'm gonna call you, but that's particularly it. I think the confusion happens when people are not on the same page. As long as his page is, hey, listen, I'm gonna just fuck around, heal myself in the process somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? But if I need to fuck around in the process, and then he find women that's on the same tip, I don't think nothing is wrong with that.
It's not gonna stay there though. Somebody gonna fall in love deeper. Somebody gonna end up being a little bit more open and end up trying to get committed and all that. All that. Once you start fucking and exchanging juices with somebody, shit just change.
And we'll cross that bridge when we fucking get there. Thank you for your question. Talking about not getting no throat. Richie, who the fuck is,
Because that's on her.
what the fuck is going on?
If you love me because I'm fucking you good, that's on you, baby. Good luck.
I know, right?
And
about
that's
to
why
take you
y'all
through
should
it.
not be fucking these niggas because of shit like that. They don't even like y'all for real.
Y'all couldn't not fuck these niggas if you really try. Like, you can't.
Don't challenge bitches
No,
to
you
that.
can't. No, you can't.
Y'all
you
are
can't
incapable.
not fuck niggas.
Y'all are incapable of not
Trill,
fucking niggas.
be
Don't make
honest.
that a challenge.
We all know this. Like, y'all, we be acting like women don't want sex just as much.
I'm trying to tell them to fucking control themselves and don't be giving the sex to the fuckboys because the fuckboys you trying to fuck y'all up, correct?
But the fuck boys got chiseled features and dimples.
And all right, well keep on getting.
And full beards and shit.
All right, well keep
So-
on fucking on them fuckboys and keep on going to the doctors and getting your Z-Packs too because he keep giving you BV.
Z-Pack.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, my
nigga.
God.
Yeah.
Ooh, a bit of Debbie Downer.
Yeah, these
Okay.
Detroit streets is different, nigga.
What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Kanai, and my question is, why can't a man date a woman that chooses to wait for sex?
Huh?
That is such a good question.
No.
That is such a good question.
Okay, no,
Because earlier when we were talking, it was like, stop giving your body out before a man, shows you what he has, puts to the table, whatever.
Well, he
That's
only
what we're
bring
talking
dick
about.
to the table.
Can I clarify?
But then you said so many shows that
Yeah.
you wouldn't even wait 7 days for a woman. That's what you said.
Can I clarify?
Sure.
When I was talking about not giving your body away and this, that, and other, I was
Right.
talking about to those niggas. I was talking about to me, nigga. I was talking about those niggas. Here's the thing. There are men out here that will respect your morals, your body, your mind, your direction, your spirituality enough to wait for you. This man will see that sex is not everything. It's creating a bond, getting to know you intimately, this emotional connection, us learning each other. And we don't want to distract ourselves by having hot, juicy, warm,
Tight.
leg shaking sex. And what I'm saying is, I want you to find that man. That man just doesn't happen to be me. Trill,
Okay.
if a woman told you on the first date, hey, I have a 90-day non-negotiable rule, are you willing to wait?
No. And the thing is, like, we got to understand the type of men that y'all desire and the type of men that y'all go after, right? These men have sex readily available to them at the drop of a dime. We are used to having sex at a frequent pace and all of these things, and you expect us to just stop all of that for you. That's not gonna happen in most cases. Now, again, salute to the 5 men on earth who are capable of having that type of patience
Why five?
and like waiting, and we gonna go through the dating process and the courting process without no sex. Salute to all 5 of them. But in terms of most men that are successful and that have options, which are the men that y'all like, they not waiting. So that's just reality.
My thing, Ace, is I just feel like y'all don't be confident in y'all pussy, and you don't want to put it on me because you know I might not like it, and you don't want to risk it. The big pussy girls need to stand up for themselves and leave y'all, I'm not trusting of the pussies. I'll leave it out of here. I need confidence when I show up because you don't feel like you got it, and that's on you.
Thank you, Richie.
Wasn't she saying
Kitty.
she didn't want to give up some pussy?
Kitty, what's up?
I honestly have a different take on this.
Okay.
I think that the only men who complain about this is the ones who lack dick discipline.
Ooh, lack of dick discipline.
Because let me tell y'all something. Y'all always talking about, it's always, we have sex routinely. We do this, we do that. And that's the reason why y'all can't connect, because the only thing that y'all thinking of is what's on top of your dick. You only thinking with your dick head. The only thing you're worrying about is lust in that moment. The only thing you're worrying about is what you can get out of that woman instead of actually getting to know that woman. And that is the reason why we always have questions like this, darling. It's certain men who don't have control over themselves.
No control.
It's certain men who do not know how to discipline themselves when it comes to sex and Trill. I don't care about you looking at me like that.
Because he looking at you crazy.
Because it's always an ex-toxic man that's always trying to tell somebody.
Put that mic down. A queen is speaking.
It's always some ex-toxic nigga that's always trying to tell somebody
Y'all done pissed Kitty
that
off.
a man is not going to wait. There are great men who know how to control themselves and who actually do want to get to know you because they know what they want in them lives and outside of just sex.
Is it more
So
than 5,
don't be
Kitty?
sitting right here listening to no toxic people tell you that it's not possible, because it's absolutely possible. And no, that does not mean that they finna go have sex with Sarah and Becky and everybody else just because you won't give it. Some people actually do share the same values as you. Y'all gonna stop that toxic shit.
My thing is this, right?
Hold on. Trill, what's up? Trill,
Okay.
what's up?
She ate you the
Oh
fuck
my
up.
God.
No, she did. Trill, hold on.
Goosebumps. Goosebumps.
Trill.
Oh,
And
shit.
and that's great, but it's as simple as this. Go find them.
Right.
If them niggas
Good
was
luck.
hold on. If those niggas was readily available, she wouldn't be asking this question.
Not true.
Because who are we
Not
talking
true.
about?
Readily available.
Not true.
Don't be doing that shit over me, dog.
And also, I think, again, like, we gotta, let's put it on the table here. Just because y'all can't compartmentalize when y'all dating, don't
That's the
mean we
pro-
can't.
Oh, so you want to talk
Right,
about
so I think at the end of the
compartmentalization?
day,
Don't say y'all.
compartmentalization, we can have sex with multiple women and still be courting
And
y'all the
you-
way that we
okay,
need to.
I'm glad
and be
you
vetting
said
y'all the way
that.
that we need to. But
I don't
unfortunately,
never get
y'all
hot.
don't pick men who are capable of doing that, and then y'all villainize all of us for y'all
Villainize.
terrible decision making.
Oh,
And let
man.
me
You
tell
gotta
you
address
something.
that.
No, let me tell you something about compartmentalization, because I had the pleasurable experience of having a couple just the other day, and this man compartmentalized and tried to excuse the reason why he kept on going to a sex parlor to have sex with other women instead of his wife. Y'all ability to compartmentalize is not always your strength. Sometimes it's your weakness, because your ability to compartmentalize sometimes take away from a woman's essence. Sometimes that ability to compartmentalize is the reason why you can't connect with a woman emotionally.
Goosebumps. Goosebumps, nigga.
Let's
What you
talk
gotta say now, nigga?
compartmentalization.
Ate you the fuck up.
No comment.
Nigga. Period, Kitty.
Sometimes it's your weakness.
It's just confusing.
Lay his ass out.
That if everybody was smart like Kitty, nobody would get fucked around here, I'm assuming.
What?
But all the ladies keep running into the toxic dick niggas, and I'm just so confused how none of y'all are smart.
Tell them. Now, can I say, I gotta say this though. Because I do absolutely agree with you. But when we go to dick discipline, my hard problem with this is,
No, please tell us.
no, my problem is your reason for wanting to wait for sex is something that you had before you met me. This is a personal resolve you have within your heart, your spirit, your spirituality. It's not that I don't have dick discipline. It's I don't have the same resolve as you to give up and change my lifestyle. So when I meet you and you say, hey, I want to wait for sex, I have to now change my lifestyle for a woman I barely know yet. And that's the issue. So now if I'm a sexually active person, my dick discipline can be, hey, I want to have sex with one person at a time or this or that. But when you're saying, hey, we're not having sex, and here's the thing, now the ball is in your court because now you decide when sex is going to be had. So yes, it's easier for that person that's saying, I want to wait, to go through with it because you have more reasons and you dictate. And here's the thing, niggas will tell you, how many women have told you, let's wait, and then 3 weeks later, y'all fucking.
She waited, nigga.
No.
Said 3 weeks. What the fuck?
And I will add this. Maybe this is my toxic trait. I want to feel like the nigga you gonna break rules for.
Rules or boundaries?
Ace.
I don't give a fuck what you call
I
them.
just feel like, listen.
Rules or boundaries?
If she's, hypothetically speaking, if she's like dating, not touching, you ain't fuck nobody, you dating like 4 niggas. How am I supposed to know you like me if you don't fuck me? Because you not fucking none of them, so I'm just like them.
I'm
not feeling special, and I'm done with you.
I only let niggas I love feed me. You the food nigga.
Also,
Keep feeding me.
I want to add this fundamental part. Ladies, I'm going to be honest. I have waited before. I've
That's a good
waited,
question.
I've probably waited 6 months. But
Wait,
Trill,
wait,
but
was you in
Trill,
jail?
Were you in prison?
Hold on.
Were you in jail?
Hold on. I waited 6 months to have sex
With
her.
Get that shit from over me. Get that shit from over me.
Hey, with her, you feel me? But to each his own, to each his own. What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Rita. I wanted to know if you have some good advice to give to a woman in her auntie era.
Oh. What Marky G at? No, I was like. So, let me ask you this question for context.
That's what I want to know. What's the auntie
Are
era?
you single?
Yes,
All right. Are you looking to be dating right now?
yes,
Are you finding it difficult to find something that you want?
yes.
Now, before we go forward, can I ask a question? Before I'm gonna get there. Do you think dating becomes more difficult the older you get when your expectations for bullshit and tolerating it and your all those things are raising up? Does it make it harder to actually find the person you want?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think it does because I think the longer you spend by yourself, the harder it is to actually want to put up with somebody's shit. Like a nigga could be chewing too loud and you like, bitch nigga. I am not used to nobody sitting at this table with me chewing, nigga. So I do think that it gets harder, but I think that you have to do a reflection of your list and your non-negotiables. I'm not saying get rid of any of your non-negotiables, but I think that as we mature and grow, that list might change because our ideas might grow and change. What do you think?
You know, I agree. I agree. Let me tell you why, because there are certain things, like when I was younger, I thought love was enough. I used to be like, but as long as we love each other, and now I just realized as a grown motherfucking person that we need a whole lot more shit. We need communication,
"What's
we
love
need
got to do with
integrity,
it?"
we need all these different things. We need discipline, we need to be able to support each other's visions and goals. And those are things as a 23 or 24, 27-year-old man, I wasn't thinking about. I'm thinking about how good the sex is, do I like you, do you like me, how passionate we are. But now I'm thinking about, hey, can we build together? Do we have a foundation? Shit, things that you don't even think about asking when you're 22. So when you get to an age where you're now seriously vetting and you matured yourself, yes, it's harder to please me because now I'm not just, gauging you off of one or two things. Now I need 10 or 15 in alignment. And that's a difficult thing to find.
But so the conversation is like, I'm in my auntie era, so I'm over a certain age or I'm over a certain milestone and I can't find, right, anybody that's compatible. But to say that you thought differently at 20-something years old, right, but we're looking for men our age, right? So we're looking for men that are the same age. With that being said, do you believe that men over 30 still aren't mature enough?
Them niggas are mature.
You said they immature?
No, they mature.
Because if she in her
Immature?
auntie era looking for somebody, you should be in your uncle era ready to sit the fuck down and settle.
I believe that men mature as well. Men, yes, they do.
Because
especially Detroit
you immediately
niggas.
went back to age and being younger.
Hold on, especially Detroit niggas. What we not gonna do is act like that there are men that are not taking care of their business, that are men that got their head on straight. The thing is, those men typically don't want aunties. And that's the part that we want to talk. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. No, let's go there. What happens is, this is gonna be I'm a tread lightly.
Okay.
What happens is, we think that our attraction or what we are attracted to are growing at the same pace. But oftentimes when we were 25, the women our age was dating niggas that were 35 and 40 because those niggas had their lives in order. They had things that we didn't have. They were able to be effective leaders. They were mature in mind. They were relationship oriented, and we were getting skipped over then. And then now what happens is, I think it becomes the reverse. If you have a 35 or 40-year-old man, that man may be dating a woman that's 26, 27. And so I just think that those things don't always align at the same time. I don't know why y'all looking at me like this because I believe it's the truth.
No, I mean,
It was just the ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, because that's how you explained it.
But
And
that's and so what happens is we get on these podcast sessions and it's like niggas are expected to have a pity party about this when all our lives when we was 20 we was getting overlooked and shit and we had to deal with it.
y'all ain't had no money then, damn.
Which again speaks to the trajectory that he talking about in terms of like your peak attractiveness or your peak market value, right? Like as a man, when you don't have money, your market value is not that high, right? Just like as a woman, like when y'all younger and y'all attractive and that ass is sitting up and them titties ain't start sagging quite yet and y'all doing y'all thing, the shape is crazy, like that's your market value peak. But us, most men don't hit their market value peak till they 35 plus, right? So in that situation, a lot of times we miss each other. Just like he said, like and he said he was being generous, 20, 25. We was 16, 17, and it was girls in high school dating niggas that was 25 years old because he had a car and he had money and things of that nature, right? So we gotta address the fact that a lot of times our peak, unfortunately, misses each other.
But
You really believe that bullshit?
That's a fact.
But hold on. However, I'm a person that dates similar to my age, though. There are just certain things. I'm personally not a person that wants to date a woman 10 years younger than me. I'm 35. What I look like dating a 25-year-old?
So you're
going out to
attracted-
the club and shit, always on their motherfucking phones.
so you're attracted to women your age, women that are 35 as well. But she missed her peak. How could you still be attracted to that?
hold on.
Her peak is gone. She's 35.
No, I said me personally.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Some women slow
Hold on.
Nigga, I don't
fall
care.
off the peak. Some women fall directly off a cliff. So we gotta differentiate the peak. She may be past her peak, but she may be on a slow decline. So I can still catch her when she's somewhere close to it.
Hold on.
Some
That's what we
niggas
saying.
think they're at their prime, but they're still holding on to varsity years, okay? That they can't move and they're balding and they're fat and they don't have no 401k and no pitching and nothing.
Hey, why did I get offended when he talked about when you get older, stuff start to sag?
You got offended? He was
Yeah.
talking about titties.
Yeah, but balls start to sag too. When I was like 22, my
Okay.
shit was high and tight. Now that shit is just, you know, so it's just I'm offended.
Wait, how
I'm
long are the
offended.
balls? What the balls look like now? Aww.
And she's supposed to put all of them in her mouth. That's crazy as fuck.
Hey,
that's
hey,
Do you
hold
love
on,
me or
hold
not?
on. I like though that my balls are drooping because it make that slapping thing. Women, do y'all like that? When he hit it from the back, the balls come and slap. That should be, yeah. I'd be like,
It's a good experience.
All right.
It's a good
Anyway,
experience.
I'm sorry. We getting nasty and ratchet, y'all. I apologize. My bad. It's TMI. This is my safe space. What's your name? What's your question?
It's Al. So I know everything is about context. So my question is, you're in a committed relationship and you have single friends that's still doing single shit. At what point do you cut those single friends off or reevaluate your relationship?
Why you gotta reevaluate the relationship because of what the friends is doing?
I feel like it's pretty simple. Are your single friends fucking hoes?
Yeah, they probably fucking.
They doing single shit.
Yeah, so I would not go over there with them.
That's true.
Is it really
that makes
simple?
sense.
Oh yeah, like if they want to go out of the country single wise, and my girl like I want to go, I'm probably gonna take her.
Hey, okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I say this, right? I don't necessarily believe you gotta cut your single friends off. I think that speaks to your discipline if it's necessary that I gotta cut my homeboys day ones off just because they single and they still fucking hoes. And also, if they was real friends, then they would keep you out of those type of situations, right? Again, it doesn't mean I gotta cut them off. We live in two different lives. That's just like me. I come from a neighborhood where it's a bunch of drug dealers and people who commit crimes. They my day one homeboys, right? But I was destined to go play ball in college and be on stage talking to y'all and shit like that, and they kept me away from the streets. That don't mean that I gotta cut them off completely. They still my dogs, but we just in two different trajectories. And if I have trouble enough to where I have to cut them off, that speaks to a discipline issue with me.
I also think it can speak to you knowing your motherfucking friends. Because sometimes you know your friend's gonna do a little bit too much, push a little bit too hard, or you might, but to what he said, I do agree, you don't need to necessarily cut them off. You might need to adjust the boundaries and where you celebrate with them. Instead of going to the club and getting drunk, invite them over to your house to watch the game. Instead of, going out of town with them, maybe y'all can plan a couple trip together or whatever with, a few of y'all driving to Chicago or some shit like that. It don't necessarily have to be you saying, all right, bye-bye, fuck all y'all because I got a girl now. But it could be all right, let's adjust some stuff because I want to respect my lady.
If you get rid of your single friend.
Like she got hands. He a pharmacologist?
No,
Okay.
more like that she's not life-threatening threats.
Oh, for herself.
Yes.
Oh, so that's a little deep. Okay. That's and you know this because that's what he told you.
Correct.
Okay. A lot to unpack here. Who want to start?
Wow, I like to ruminate a little. I always say you gotta watch the dog that bring the bone. Okay? And when you are talking about a man who is a liar and a cheater, even on his best day, if he wanted to juggle both of these relationships, he will watch the burden that he's putting on you. You don't even need to know what's going on over there because if he's not that scared to leave, he doesn't want to leave. He's trying to make you feel like it's so complicated because he brought you into some shit that wasn't right anyway, right? He doesn't actually want to leave. He's trying to make it complicated, more complicated than what it is. So you have to watch the dog that brings back the bone. And what I'm saying is that the foundation is already shaky. He is already lying. He's already had a child with you. And I'm going to tell you this, if you open the floodgates, because he already knows you have a vulnerable mind because you're listening to it, okay? He already knows you have a vulnerable mind. So when he's bringing back all of these, she's doing this and she's doing that, he's trying to lay the bed, okay, for when he comes back. If you open that floodgate to welcome this man back into your life, it will not be a good decision, okay? I also want you, shut your ears off. Literally, shut your ears off because the more that you listen, the more he will lie. I'm telling you, the more that you listen to all of these decorated situations that he has going on, the more he will continue to build a Christmas tree out of it, okay? You have to shut your ears off. And the last thing I'm gonna say is make sure you do a temp check on why are you even vulnerable enough to be listening to what he has going on, right? He knows that you are able to be stepped over. He knows that you are naive enough to believe this stuff. He knew that when he got, and I hope this lands well, when you had the baby, or you got pregnant, had the baby, and continued the relationship with him, he knew what kind of woman he was dealing with, right? So now when he comes back with all of this stuff, it's just going to be a complete disaster. So you have to think about those things. Him, as how he's laying those burdens on you, he ain't even strong enough to cheat and keep you out the shit. He bringing you along with it at the same time, okay? So that's just one thing. And then you have to check yourself and see who was I before I met him and I got into this situation, and what kind of woman do I want to be moving forward?
I got a quick question first, and then I'm going to say what I need to say. Do you have him on child support? No, right? No, okay. The reason why I asked that question, I may be wrong, but this is what was coming to my spirit. He's keeping hope alive so that you don't put him on child support. He's trying to stay on your good side to make sure you make it easier for him to manage the situation. Now, let's play devil's advocate, and let's say this woman is threatening suicide and all these things, and he actually is scared. Even if he is telling the truth, you continuing to deal with him is only going to allow him to drag his feet. He's not going to have to face any tough decisions and do what needs to be done because he has access to both of you. So either way, even if there's a part of you that believes that he might be honest, you still have to stop dealing with him. And you do need to make sure he's doing his part for your child. Do not let your emotions and your desire to be with him blind you from what he needs to be providing from the kid that he made with you.
He is providing for the kid.
Okay.
If you giving him a child wasn't enough for him to leave a toxic situation, he ain't about to leave that toxic situation. Oh, yeah, that is important. How old is the child?
3.
Okay. All right. Now, hold up. But I want to ask you one more contextual question. Do you believe that he is truthful with you?
I believe he is.
I'll go to the mic.
Yes, I believe he is.
You believe he's truthful with... Now, one more question. Do you believe he's truthful with her?
I was girl. So.
You hold on. Do you believe that he's truthful with her about y'all?
No.
Okay, so now hold this. So this man has already shown you he has the capacity to lie to someone he's in a relationship with. Correct?
Correct.
So why wouldn't he lie to someone he's in a relationship with?
Okay.
If you believe this man is truthful with you but lies to her, then that's some delusion.
Okay, but this is
Because let me finish. Go ahead, Cheyenne. Go ahead. Get it out. Go ahead.
Does it fucking matter if he's a liar to her or to her or to her or to her? He's fucking both of them. He's deceiving everybody. What are we talking about here? So it sounds like, and I say this again with love and respect, that you started off as the side chick and got pregnant. And he's with this woman. And you want this man to leave the woman he was with when you was the side piece to be with you. So I'm going to ask you before I try to help you make no sense out of the sense you're trying to make it. What sense does that make to you? And let me go a little further. So you want him to leave her to make you the wife so he can have a side chick with you, and then you can become suicide like her and continue the vicious, dysfunctional cycle.
You know, but...
So what, Ace? What, Ace?
Hear me out. I think, to your point, to further drive your point home, is what I was explaining, is if she can see that even the threats of the girlfriend, the suicidal, all these different things, that could be lies as well. And I think if she truly believes this man is being truthful with her, that's the start of her problem. She needs to see this man for who he is, which is a liar. A liar don't care who the fuck they lie to.
Ace. But listen, deception is deception.
I agree.
I don't care how you want to read it, look at it, describe it. Deception's a deception. So if he lying to you or her, is it going to make a difference to whether or not this is a good man or not? The point is...
But she can't get out the situation because she's deceptive too.
She's deceiving herself.
Oh, what you talking about?
That's why she can't get out the situation. I'm sorry, baby. I can tilt my head too.
Okay, Kitty.
You deceptive too, baby. Like, and she's a liar too. She lying to herself. She deluding reality. Like, how could you allow yourself to be in a situation like that? Your baby's 3 years old. You are a mother. You are not even considering how this is going to impact and affect your child. And then a lot of times I watch way too much true crime. Y'all ain't scared enough for me. I'm terrified of what people can do to me. But also, like, I'm real big on you reap what you sow. And so if this is what you are sowing, you're going to reap that. So this is what's happening. She is sowing discord just like he is as well. She's sowing the same seeds that he is. The reason why she keeps on dealing with him is because they, like I say all the time, they operating in the same spirit. But I can tell you one thing, there is a such thing called self-love that is just... It's so good. Like a dose of that, just to get a little dose of that, won't even allow you to deal with stuff like this. But a lot of times people lean on to other people to love themselves so much that they won't even give themselves the chance to love their own self. You are sitting here and externalizing your worth to a man who can't even validate you. This man can't do nothing for you. If he can't leave that situation for you and his child, because he was irresponsible just like you irresponsible. Both y'all the same in the same boat. If he can't even do something like that, why are you allowing yourself to continue to be in a situation like that? I ain't even worrying about this dude over there. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not even worrying about him. I'm worrying about you right now at this point, because you really need to look in the mirror. You need to just sit in that mirror for about a hot 20 minutes and just sit and talk to yourself. Sit in that mirror and really ask yourself, why are you allowing yourself to keep dealing in a space like this? If a person says that they are willing to threaten their own lives, that means that they will take somebody out as well. It's not just going to land on them. they will take somebody out as well. And if he's lying to you because you saying you think he's being truthful, no, he ain't. He lying to you just like he's lying to her. And you don't know what he is telling that woman. And you don't know how that woman will act, because people are impulsive, especially when they feel betrayed. But not only is she feeling betrayed by him, but you are a woman. You are a woman. You know how it feels to be heartbroken, to be betrayed, to be lied to be hurt. That woman is going through the same thing. God is a just God. You are not above the program. He is a just God. Even if you took it right now and said, Lord, I'm sorry, you still gonna face the consequences of your actions one day. And if you think that the consequences just gonna land on you, they'll land on your child as well. So how irresponsible are you as a mother to not even consider the bloodline that you have? It may not even land on just your children, it may be your grandchildren as well. Think about what you're doing. Like that's so irresponsible. Think about what you're doing, because in 10 years, when something is going on with your child because of the irresponsibility of their mother and their father, you're going to be the one sitting in that shame. And that child is going to have to sit in the shame because it's going to come down a bloodline from you. That's all I got.
Hold on. Let me ask you one more contextual question. Now, are you guys are active co-parents, correct?
Correct.
Active co-parents, and the woman knows, and so you active co-parents. I think that should be the focus. I think you have to take those strings away from the relationship right now, get back to just being effective co-parents. If the conversations are not about that child, it probably shouldn't happen, because I can imagine it's probably so difficult to detach when you have a child, even more so. And because you can't just go ghost on somebody. Now, listen, I'm just trying to, can we give her some sugar before we leave? Hold on, can we just, listen, y'all did enough. Okay, let's just leave her. Okay, you got something nice to say? Okay.
I got something nice. I'm not gonna shoot from the hip. I might shoot from the belt, but not the hip.
The best thing you can do for your child, though, baby girl, is to heal yourself. Because learned behavior is real. And so your child's going to watch you be dismantled and be heartbroken and be depressed and be in this side chick position. And what you're going to do is teach them that is their norm. It's called learned behavior. Then they grow up to exhibit those same behaviors and not actually be those things. I have so many people that come in my office and they think they're depressed, but they're not. They learned what depression looks like from their parents. They clothe themselves with that, and they show up in this depressive air and energy all the time when they don't have depression. They don't have the issues of depression. They may have some symptoms, but you could have the symptoms of something, y'all, and not have the diagnosis of it. Two different things, okay? Second of all, I want you to work on your codependency, because you are very codependent. See, a lack of self-love or a self-love deficit stems from the results of being codependent. Codependency stems from abandonment. So I'm throwing out all these clinical terms because you need to be in therapy as a lifestyle, because you cannot heal, okay, and do the work in the devil's playground. It don't work like that. So you have to do the work and heal in a place where you're celebrated around a healthy environment, because you become the product of the environment you're in. And your environment will change you before you change it. So you can't be in the environment with him, even having a conversation about the child, when you can't handle or have the verticalness of the backbone or the heart posture to even be in a relationship with yourself healthily. It doesn't work like that.
Can I say that?
I'm sorry. Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes.
Did you see anybody in your life getting cheated on? Was cheating normalized anywhere in your life?
To add some context.
My God, on today. Okay.
It's not actually me. It's my cousin sitting back there.
Oh yeah. Woo.
I'm glad you're saying all of this, because she needs to hear it. I'm tired telling her what I'm telling her.
Okay,
Because I was,
let me talk to your cousin.
I am auntie.
Okay, great.
Talk to the cousin.
All right, because I was,
Where's the cousin?
She doesn't want to
I
come
was,
up here.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was like, you taking this like a champ.
Man.
I was really confused. I mean, you see me, I was trying to make it song fit, because I'm like, oh, but she was up there just, I was like, whoa, she's taking this really good.
This the cousin? Say this though.
Hold on.
Hold on, y'all.
Oh, shit. Oh, get back right there. Go.
Hold on. Okay, don't cry, baby. Don't cry. Don't cry. Get her some tissue. Somebody get her some tissue. And I'm glad you're standing up here, because this gonna sound real firm, okay? And there's a lot of women in this audience. Hold on, baby. You got it. You got it. Hold on. A lot of women in this audience, and I'm telling you, Dr. Bryant, we banter all the time, right? And she says she may shoot from the belt, but she don't shoot from the hip. I'm shooting from the hip right now, okay, y'all? There is no difference from a woman who has a child with a man and a one that doesn't. And I need y'all to get that trope. Lead them kids out of this, okay? This don't have nothing to do with them babies. Everybody's like, oh, I'm standing for the kid. I'm standing for the kid. I know it's a deep connection. Half of the women that had the kids with the man, it wasn't no roots, no ground, no support, no relationship anyway. And then you have the kid and you like, oh, it's so much harder for me to leave. You never had a foundation anyway, right? So you got to stand on your own 2 feet. There is literally no difference. It's about the way that you want to detach. And let's take all the healthy shit out of it, right? We're just gonna talk about a woman dealing with a man because a man is a man. And what your cousin described, or your sister right here described, is that even on your worst day, right, if you're in a situationship with somebody else's person or a manager, you ain't described no courtship, you haven't described any support, you haven't described any stewardship, any spiritual founding. This man ain't took you on a day, he ain't done. Even if you take all of this out of it, you don't have an actual relationship with this person, okay? This man is not whatever romancing you, there's no commitment, there's no any of that. So leave the kids out of it. And if you just take it down to bare bones, you don't actually have a relationship with this person. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay.
I want to say this. Can we leave with something positive here?
Why you look at me? That's very positive.
Listen, maybe not this exact situation, but a lot of us has been here before, struggling with detaching from a season that no longer serves us. And right now, it seems like a hill that you have to climb because this is a man that you still have to see and talk to with the exchanges with your child. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. But let me tell you something. Your task is just being better today than you were yesterday with this. Coping a little bit better, finding another strategy, getting a thought, dismissing it. When you harper on something, fill it with something more positive. Go to the gym or do a hobby, do a puzzle so that you can slowly start to rework your thinking. And here's the thing that I always say with people with children. Sometimes, even though it may feel uncomfortable, there needs to be like a mediator. Somebody that can be there to do the exchanges, maybe not you, in this season. Because here's the thing, let me tell you why. Even if you stopped trying to pursue it with him, he won't. It's going to take this man because obviously this man doesn't have any boundaries or self-control and he wants access to his baby mama like a lot of niggas do. So what I need you to do is just think about yourself, take it day by day. And listen, some days going to be hard. Some days you may relapse a little bit, but you got to get back on it the next day. You string enough days together for long enough, you're going to be like, damn, why was I even tripping over this nigga? Anyway, so go ahead, sit on down. We love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Oh. You know, I was going to say when you said the kid was 3, I was like...
Here we go. I thought you was leaving her alone.
How old are you? You 55? Because so I was like, I said to myself, I said, well, damn. I mean, wow, she done had a... was I the only person thinking this? Okay, because for a second but you know you got to be nice. I'm like, well, you know, people having children later and later. Cool. Okay. Yes, okay. What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, my name is Shantae. I was dating a guy who is a man of God for 3 years. We broke up. He said he didn't want to marry me because I didn't fit his weight requirement in the 3 years we were together. I thought he was my husband. I fell in love with him. When we broke up, I blocked him 7 days. I wanted to go back, so then he blocked me for a month. It's been 3 months, no contact, and now he wants to be back in my life.
When did you find out?
Can I ask a contextual question before we get to it? When you say weight restriction or weight preference, he wanted you to be bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
Smaller, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a contextual question. When did you find out that you weren't in the weight requirement? Was that after y'all broke up or during he kept telling you that he wanted you to be smaller?
Well, I made the mistake and signed an agreement that I would lose.
Hold on. What was the agreement?
What is these Dallas niggas on? He said agreement. Okay, hold on. Before we go further, can we talk about this agreement? So, no, we need this context real quick. This agreement, just so I can be educated. It don't have to be the specific thing, but tell me about an agreement like this that you had to sign.
The agreement was, I'm so embarrassed to say this, but I guess basically in order for him to marry me, that I would work on losing weight. So he would buy me stuff for me to lose weight, and then he would go to counseling. But prior to our relationship, he was divorced for about, I think, 2 years. He was married for 20 years. And so that was basically the agreement, that I would allow him to buy me the stuff so I can work on losing weight, which I did do things that I didn't want to do, which is I did the Ozempic. And then I almost lost my life in March of this year.
Oh, shit.
So.
All right. That's deep as fuck.
Man, shit. I think it's unfortunate, like when people lay out their requirements or they lay out their expectations of us, and if we don't fit it, like we take that as a personal challenge to try to climb up there and meet it. But that's not what that requires. Sometimes we just not fit to be together.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine. Because even with him, like I don't necessarily blame him for having weight requirements or whatever the case may be.
A contract? It's crazy.
I mean, but it's more common than you think though. But again, it's because if it was a woman in that situation that said, "Hey, I'm not interested in marrying a man that make less than $100,000 a year," we would say, "Well, that's her requirement. That's
but
what
if
she
we put
wants
it
to
in
do."
a contract that if you ever got fired from your job for 6 months, I'm leaving you, that's crazy to me.
That's not what the contract will state. The contract will state that if you don't climb to this 100,000 within the next year, 2 years, then I'm gonna do something different.
Ooh.
So, hold on. So what I'm seeing, what's your name again, baby?
Shantae.
Shantae. You are so beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful. What I'm hearing is a broken, dismantled, trauma fucking filled man who self-projected his self-hate, his insecurity, his lack of integrity on you, because we give others who we are. And we see in others who we are, not who they are. So he's seen in you his self-hate for himself. He's seen in you his insecurities within himself. Put a contract together that he really wanted to be able to obtain and sustain, but probably could not, and then place that burden on you. You just happen to go along with the manipulation and the womanizing ways that he has. And for that, I want to tell you that I'm sorry. Because I think that is a terrible fucking thing that you got caught up in that. It really is.
No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Come on, Trill.
Hell no.
Come
Hell
on,
no.
go.
We're not gonna do this.
Let's go.
We gonna tell the truth in
Let's
the day.
go. Let's go.
And at the end of the day, why is it always an issue when a man has requirements?
It's not
in
a-
a relationship. Wait.
But
Because
he
again,
told me he
even-
wasn't attracted to me.
Right. So again, going back to what I said earlier, sometimes we just not yoked for each other, and that's perfectly okay. But in terms of even just like you said, he created a contract. Sure, but she signed it. You don't have to sign the contract.
Okay.
If I felt that disrespected by you writing this contract and laying it in front of the table, I say get the fuck out of my face. But she signed it.
Yeah.
So again, we gotta address like what would warrant you to sign some shit.
But I signed it.
Hold on, and you got a point.
Hold on. Why did she sign it?
I signed it because, well, then I was 40 something. I'm 47 now. And I want to be married. And so I was in love with him. So I figured the pickings is slim.
But I want, but I want to say this. Yes, she signed it. Yes, she needs to take accountability on that piece. But to your point that if you're saying that this woman is not the weight class, the body size, I'm not attracted to her, she's not conducive to my liking, why in the fuck am I dealing with her in the first place? Okay? Why in the fuck am I choosing her in the first place? I have the power of choice. There are a million women in here who are smaller, bigger, no ass, BBL and everything else. I can choose that which is conducive for me. I don't have to pour into her or project onto her some trauma that I'm dealing with to say, look, I need you to sign a contract to be a certain size. Go get that bitch who's the size you want. All right.
Let me get to see it real quick.
But I really want to help you a little bit to understand, because there's something very deep that's happening here. And when you talk about the mindset of a man, right, and this is in your relationship with him, you never want to be with a man that his big things, his big ticket items are so fickle, okay? And this is not, you can't get the woman you want being attracted to, but I'm telling you that you will see that pop up in your relationship in so many other ways, to the point that this man will make you sign a contract. That means that anything that can vary, he will make a big deal out of it. Whether it's your hair, whether it's your attitude, whether it's your mood, whether it's your weight, whether it's all you never want to be with a man who those small things will sway him like that, right? You want stability. You want somebody that's sturdy. You want a backbone. You want somebody, he about you the shit, but did he get in there with you? Did he take you with you?
He did.
Hold on, though, because I knew you was about to say that, right? I want to find out what was wrong with you that you said, I'm in love with this man. You in love with a man who got this type of restriction on you, not for your love, not for your personality, not for who you are, not for how you cover him, not for the wife that you would be. He ain't said none of that. This small thing had him and you in a contractual agreement. I knew you was about to say that. He did do this for... I knew you were going to go there. You said you loved, I just loved him so much. You didn't get down to the bare bones of that love, because his love has a limit, a weight limit on that scale.
Hold on.
Yeah, because go ahead. Okay, because you go first, because
there's so many ways we can address this. I think it's important for everybody to understand attraction is not love, and love is not attraction. All right. You can love someone. There are plenty of people who love, let's say, their best friend. And when you ask them, why can't you be with them? I'm not attracted to them. It's a very separate thing. So to say that because he has his standards on what he would want to be attracted to marry and spend his life with does not make him a bad person. The beautiful thing, or the thing that I respect that he did, is he was straightforward. He didn't play no games. He put it on the table. We can sit here and say, well, he might sway on this, sway on that.
Well, that was straightforward. 6 months in, though, I was already in love with him. So it wasn't in the beginning he said that.
But I mean, 6 months in, I think it still didn't, it wasn't like he was marrying you and then told you afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I think we're focusing on what you guys did leading up to that point. But what I'm interested in is, you said he came back. Mm-hmm. Now that he's come back, is he saying, well, he still wants you to lose this weight? Or is he saying, I've changed my mind about that?
No, we haven't talked about anything. We've just been hanging out.
But can we say this?
We can get back.
1 second, though, Ace. This is serious, y'all. What I will say, and this is the thing that we skipping over. We all know that a man is usually going to get what he wants up front. You have to be very skeptical of a man that's coming into you and saying, well, I don't want, you're not quite what I want, but I'm going to wait 6 months. I'm going to wait to a year. This man will drag you for the rest of your life. And trust me when I say, a man is going to get what they want up front. Ace. A man is gonna get what they want up front. They're not gonna wait for you to, but that's what women do. They say, women marry men hoping that they'll change. Men marry women hoping that they'll stay the same. He will drag you. Those are nuances. Those are personality flaws. He will drag you for so long, right? And you never were gonna meet the mark, and he's gonna keep moving the goalposts. So that's the core of somebody that has a behavior where they will start with something and they will wait for it to evolve. He knows what he can get.
Did he go to therapy? Because you said that was the other agreement.
Part of the condition.
He never did.
Okay, see, and to me, that's the bigger problem. Again, I think everyone laying out their standards and what they want, there's nothing wrong with that. We can say that contracts is extreme and all that kind of stuff, but either way, you talked about it, you guys laid it out. But if he didn't hold up his end of the bargain, that's the concern. So even if he came back to you and you did lose the weight, he still didn't get the therapy. And so he's still unhealthy. There's still going to be problems. So that's still the issue. But I also have to ask you this, because you said he's a man of God. I'm going to assume you are a woman of God yourself.
Yeah, we both serve in ministry together.
Okay. Did at any point you stop, go in prayer, and ask God, is this the man for you?
I did.
You said what?
I did.
And?
I had a dream that he was driving me into a cemetery.
Okay, so listen. You want to jump in? Let me just say this real quick. All right. No, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Because, and I know Kitty's got some stuff to say. We're going to pass stuff in a second. But here's the thing. I always tell people, be careful of asking God for signs because the devil can throw up billboards too. And when people lean on dreams, I understand God can speak to us in dreams, but dreams can come from three places: God, the devil, and our subconscious. And if we just take a dream and interpret it ourselves, we can misinterpret. So that's what it seems like it happened with you. And what I would encourage you and anyone who's a believer is, when you ask God for an answer, you need to receive that answer in your spirit, right there in prayer. All this trying to interpret and talk to other people, it will lead to a lot of confusion. But that dream sounded like a huge warning that you were not supposed to be with this man. Go ahead.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's heavy right now. Okay. All right, baby. You know, I hope you have given your time to really worship and thank God for preserving you, because he preserves those who serve him. And you had a warning. And that was a loud warning. You almost lost your life. And it was God's grace and mercy that covered you.
Yeah.
You are going to go through stages where your weight is going to fluctuate and it's going to go up and down. And then what's going to happen? Because the man that God has for you is not going to be, his love is not going to be failing, and he's not going to change his position in his heart because of your weight. I respect his standard. I respect his standard. But that is not the man for you. And God said in the dream, this man was driving you to the cemetery. You saw that dream and your pride kicked in and tried to override God.
I did.
God is immutable. His love is unfailing and his love is unchanging. His nature does not change. And he never drops the ball when it comes to his promises. And he made a promise to you. God is your fortress. He saved you. He is your savior, your rock, and your fortress. And this situation is calling you to go to the rock right now, to go to the rock and thank God for saving you. God tried to protect you from this man. That is not the man that God has for you. When God gives you a warning, take heed to the warning, because warning comes before destruction. Take heed to the warning. God always keeps his promises, and he always said, I will rescue you. I will rescue you, and I will give you land that is full of milk and honey, that is plentiful. There is something that God has for you that is plentiful. There is love that God has for you that is plentiful. The life that God has for you, you are serving God right now. You are in ministry. Move away from that situation, because God has given you a warning. The next warning may cost you your life. Don't let it be a situation that has to humble you. You took Ozempic to prove something to a man, a worldly, earthly man. You got some cleaning up and shop that you got to do.
Yeah.
You got God to love over here. It's much better to love. And why are we not pouring that same effort into loving and serving God? Why am I not pouring this same effort? I could have taken my time. Instead of doing Ozempic, I could have said, you know what? I can't meet that standard. Because what you say, you were 47?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Maybe you got menopause and everything else that's coming up. You got other things that are going to fluctuate when it comes to you. You got things that are going to happen to you biologically. God made you how he wanted to make you. He designed you how he wanted to design you. He knows what's going to happen next week and the week after that and the year after that and a year after that. But that man that you're dealing with does not. So the same effort that you are putting into this man, you need to put that into God, because it's God that saved you.
Yes, he
You
did.
could have been dead and gone. It's God that saved you.
Thank you.
It will behoove you to take heed to what God is doing right now. It will. If you don't listen to this, the enemy is going to end up taking you out. Don't let the soil that's supposed to be there to get that word, don't let the seed end up falling on the footpath to where the devil ends up taking away what God has for you. The sower does not change, but the soil. I hope you do some cleaning up shop.
Yes.
You need to work on that soul. So what God puts inside of you can grow to what it needs to. But this situation right here is not what God has for you. And I can tell because it's even grieving my spirit right now. That's not for you, baby.
Thank you.
Stefan?
I'm just going to say this real quick because I noticed you said one of the reasons why you were quick to sign that contract is because of the age that you were. And you felt like you run out of time, you want to be married. And so now I'm sure this is what's weighing on you now that he's come back.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you're still single. Maybe this is a new opportunity. So I hope this has opened your eyes to one, you realize that's not the man for you.
Yeah.
But no longer sit in that fear of I'm running out of time or I'm too old. People find love at various ages of life and stages of life. That should not be what holds you in place with some man who does not deserve you. So take this time to heal. Don't beat yourself up. Listen, almost all of us have had a moment in life where God told us something and we ain't listened. All right? We've all done it. Learn from it. Move forward, heal from your past, everything, not just the situation, childhood, all of it, because all of it contributed to this moment right now. And then trust and believe God will provide you what you need and what you deserve.
I appreciate it. I want to just say, clap it up, clap it up. Now, I just want to leave a brief point. You said something about gifts. That gifts was in the contract, and you would get gifts in exchange. I want to, all the women and men, but all the women in here, what price are you really paying? If that wasn't a gift, it wasn't. And I just want, there are a lot of women right now who are putting their bodies, their spirits, and their souls in jeopardy for gifts. Let me tell you something. A gift, when somebody gives it, it's from the heart.